All right. Hello. I'm not anticipating anybody showing up to this. This is, I'm sure, going to be more of something that people will end up seeing later on. So, anyways, I'm going to be working on my game engine tonight. I've got a couple of items here that I'd like to work on. I'll probably start with playlists, but I might not. Spreadsheets are more important, but I feel like they'll take longer. And I'm not sure if I have the... No. I can do that. So I had this, like, idea for, like, points. Where... Say, like, in a spreadsheet, you have, like... Spreadsheet. In a spreadsheet, you have so many... Like, individual sprites, kind of, like, laid out concurrently. But you might have a sprite sheet that has like a walking animation, a running animation, a standing animation, stuff like that. And you might want to be able to loop over those. Oh, excuse me. You might want to be able to like loop over those individually, and so I think that would be good to have. So, I have like a really crappy one right here. So let's say like these top two are like your standing animation, and then these are like your running animation or something like that. If I want to be able to loop over these without like going down here yet, I want to be able to like have that. So I wanted to call it like a point. I feel like a point isn't a great description of what I want it to be though, because it's not like a point. Like I don't know what to call it, but like it would be something like that where like, I want to go through these, and then but when you're setting up the spreadsheet, you would say like, here's like a list of sprites. Like it can't be like a sprite list though, and then like this is my walking list, and then this is my running list, and so then you can like pick between them like during the game like code. So I just don't know what to call it. Well, okay, so they're kind of like cells then, right? So like a cell collection, I guess. That's probably the best. That's probably the best that I can come up with. So like in my test code, well, like firstly, let me make this different. Just make sure I have it. Let me just X, Y, flip. Okay. And then I don't actually know. What's the size? 64? So 32. Oh. Oh no. Does that work? Yeah, okay. So does it just... It might just do like the whole thing. That's gonna play music, isn't it? No, that's off. Awesome. Okay, so it's like the first one. Oh, I forgot that does a animation. Okay. So it automatically just is this... I need to leave this up. It automatically just like is this first one. And then you can like go through it. So let me get like a tab. Do I have tab? Awesome. Is there not a next? Yeah, there's a next. So, oops. Whoa, wait. LOL. All right. Does it? Okay. So then if I hit tab, yeah. So tab cycles through them. So, but if I want to like set it to only cycle between like these, oh, what, that could be it. Because I wanted it to look kind of like, block, like add. Maybe it could just be a cycle. So I want to like add a cycle where I have like a name for it. Like walking. And then like however many to go through before stopping. So I guess that would be like, that'd just be that, because that'd be the 0th in the first one. And then I could like do it again. And that would be like those. My sprite sheet is really crappy. Okay. But yeah, then like I could set it at some point. So instead of like tab, oh, I need to add like looping to animations. I feel like that would be useful. I don't know if I'll get to that before Ludum Dare or not. Okay, regardless. And then we can like try that. So then we can like set it to the like running cycle, like hypothetically. So then when I go like next, when I call this next thing, it'll like only do these two. I feel like that's a good place to start. So why don't we do that? So I want to add cycle of like the names, and then we want like start and end. Right. We can do that. And then do I want to do like a cycle structure, perhaps? Because I guess I really only want like 2 numbers. I do this through X and Y though. What does this look like? Because if I just have 1, that's going to be harder to break into X and Y. So I could just instead... This might make more sense in the long run anyways, though, because then you wouldn't like have to count. And you could just do like, I want to go from 0, 0 to 0, 1. And then I want to go from 1, 0 to 1, 1. That probably makes more sense. So let's do that. Let's have like 2 vectors. And then who freaking knows why that's a float. There's some, like, the last time I worked on this, like, at all was, like, in April, I think. And then only a couple days ago I started working on this again. And there's so much bad code in here. And then we can just have, like a map. Of, like, cycles, right? Do I specifically need a hash, or can I do a map? I forget. Oh, I do this somewhere. Maybe I don't. I don't remember where I was mapping things. But anyways. Should probably make sure I have string in here too. So based on the name, we can have like we can just have a cycle. And then we can have a current cycle, which really should just be a pointer. So that if we don't have one, we're not caring about it. Let's throw that in there. Nope, I just want, oh no, current cycle. This isn't anything. I think that's good. I think that works. All right, we can try it out. Where did I have that before? All right. Oh, that's not an int anymore, though. Let's do that. So then it should just be cycles. We should make a constructor though. So cycles, and then I can just name. Can I do just pointers? Let's do pointers. I'll make my life a little bit easier. I can just, woo. I can just grab it. All right, cool. Okay. I remember this being a bit to think about, so I want to keep that. Just gonna kind of like start over, I guess. Maybe I'll bring it back. So if we have one, then okay, well also we need to set the grid position to the start of this one. Which it doesn't, you know what? I'm just going to change this now. It does not need to be a float. These are integers. You cannot be halfway between one. There's no reason for that. Did I change that? No. Come back here. There is no need for those to be floats. Let's just fix that right now before it bothers me later on. And is it gonna get mad at me anywhere else? Yes, it is. What is the grid size? Are you kidding me? That does not need to be int either. I was just making this like harder for myself, because that should just work. What are you mad about? Oh, okay. Well, let's do that. Because that should... That because that should be, I don't know, we'll see. That should never be different. That should always come out to be a whole number. Like that wouldn't be not a whole. That should always be fine, unless you have like a weird, like if every single one of your sprites should be the same size, and if that's the case, then that should never be a fraction. So I'm just gonna leave that. That's fine. Okay, so that's good. Is this building? What's the matter? That, what else? What did I change? Cell size? No, grid size. Cool. All right. Okay. So I like this. Hello, Wyatt. I like this, so I'm going to keep this. But we need to find, like, the bounds. Because I think that this just kind of goes, like, if we're here, it just translates the index over here. And then it translates it over here, but it knows that it can't, so instead it sets it back to 0 and then increases y by 1. And then starts the whole thing over. So, hypothetically, if I'm set down here, and I go next, I guess the next should, I guess really I can kind of keep all of this, I think, and then just do an extra check at the end. Let's say if current cycle because I guess we can assume yeah, okay. So like if after all this math, which should stay the same, if we have a cycle that we're working through, we can check to see if it's outside. So this would be something like, if there was like more of this, and we only had like these, but there was an extra like column over here, but we only had these, I guess, let's say. We only have this like in our cycle. If we're over here, then we're not in our cycle, right? So that's what that is. Or, whoa. Or if our y is outside of our starts y, or if that's too big from our ends x, this is probably Hello, everyone. I think that makes sense. We're gonna have to move this though, because we're gonna do exactly the same thing in this one. We gotta make sure that it's gonna be exactly the same, so we need to put that in a function. But is this right? Because what if our... No, it's not right. Because what if our start x is like here, but we also include this one, and then we end up over here? So we need to put some ands in here. So we need to do that. We need to make sure that if both the x and the y are before our start x and y, then that's a problem. And same with the endpoints, I think. Then we will set our grid position to our start. I think that works. I'm just gonna like... we'll do like a little private, like... We'll do a little like validate cycle right here. Right, which we can just throw down here. All right, so we should just be able to like add that right there as well. And then we can test it out over here. So again, the concept is that we have these cycles that we name, and we set where on the sprite sheet we want those cycles to be. So I've set them to be I called it walking here and running here, because even though I have a fake sprite sheet, we can use real words. I should probably just call that like set active cycle. All right. I also want to be able to get rid of it. We can just do that. We won't set it though. If somebody wants to set it, they can set it. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. Has no member... Oh, because I changed it. Haha, alright. Did I not rebuild this? I did not. There we go. All right. Hey, almost, but not quite. And then it didn't care. All right. Almost. It almost started off on the right one. Oh, wait. No. I had those reversed. Okay. So maybe it works, and I'm just... Come on. All right, we're on blue. Purple. Nope. It just starts over. So it's starting in the right spot, but our validation is not working for some reason. Okay. Hey man, thank you. I am planning on making a compiled language. And I've been like researching and trying because I want to do it actually like correct. So I'm hoping to I want to do kind of like a long form, like I'm just kind of like figuring it out, but you guys can like figure it out with me kind of thing. So that is in the works, but I am still doing a little bit more research before I do that. But hopefully that'll be soon. So I appreciate it though. Thank you for coming out. And thank you for watching my videos. I know they're old now. But thank you. Alright, so why would this break, I guess? So we are calling next here when I hit tab. So we're checking all, oh wait. Yeah, LLVM sucks. But that's what I'm trying to learn. So I hope I can. Their documentation sucks so bad, so it's like hard to learn. So it's gonna end up being, and that's why I can't like really do it as like a tutorial, because there's so much I'm gonna have to like figure out, and I don't want to like make the whole language and then like make it again like for videos. So I'm gonna have to kind of like figure it out as I go. So that's why I won't be like in a tutorial setting. But yeah, LLVM. It sucks that it's like the only option, but you know, I have to like it, I guess. Okay, so yeah, so I guess I'm not like super sure. I'm not super sure why this wouldn't just wait. Oh no, because I call it there. Yeah, so that's not the problem. Do I have to do it through the... No, I'm not going to do that because it's calling it already. Okay. At least in this example it should work, because at least here I've come, like, once I hit next on this one, it's going to shoot back up here. And as far as I know, that's not right. Because the... No, because it's... Because the X is still the same. So then maybe it just works in this example after this, and then it won't ever again for like other examples. Yeah. Like that's the behavior that I want. I want to just cycle through those two. So that's correct. I just, now I'm going to try something else. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do 1 0 and then 0 1. Or no, 0 1 and then 1 0. And I bet it's gonna break. Yeah, that's not even right. It's because I keep screwing up my coordinate system. Okay, hello. Yep. Broken. So, okay, I have to, this is going to be a little more layered. I'm so dumb for thinking this is going to be easier than it actually is. I'm probably going through it the wrong, I'm probably going about it the wrong way. I need to construct like a singular index from the 2 points is really what I should be doing, because and that shouldn't actually be hard. I think I was wrong earlier when I said it would be. Because I want it to carry down over here, and it would concurrently move that way. So, okay. So I'm not... That's wrong. So we're going to do this a little bit differently. Because so I still want to give it the coordinates. Internally, it needs to track it differently. And then, yes, then it can construct. This will be easier. Okay, I have an idea. Let me show you guys my idea. So down here, we're gonna add the cycle, but we need to do like a start index, which is just the starts y times the grid size plus the starts x, right? So if we're starting here, that's y equals 0 times whatever, but it's 0 plus 1. So that's here. So that's 1. And then this one is y equals 1 times 2, because that's the grid size, right? Is that what grid size means? Yeah. Plus x equals 0, so that's 2. Yeah. Okay, cool. So this way, I can just keep track of them as a singular dimension, which I believe is much easier. I guess except for the start. Because then like pulling it back out is a little bit harder, and I'd prefer not to deal with that. So I'm just going to cheat. I'm just going to do that. We're going to just give them we're just going to give it our start position anyways. Yeah, I think that works. So let's give it the start. And then we can just get like the position still. And that'll be nice. Okay, this whole thing. Now I need to get the grid index, which is the grid positions y times the grid size plus the grid positions x, right? And so now my if statement is a lot easier. So now if grid index is less than my current cycle's start, or if it is outside or if it's bigger than my end index, then my grid position needs to be my current cycle's start position. What do we got? All right. I probably forgot something, but we'll see. Oh my gosh, I'm so good. Awesome. Cool. All right, now I just want to have it be the way that it was before. So now I should be walking like that. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. So I'm gonna cycles, which I think are done. Like that's it, really. I want to be able to loop them, but that's in the to do. Okay, that's actually really sick. Nope. Done. What we got? Added sprite sheet cycles. Awesome. Okay, loops require animation, I think. Yeah. Although internally, because I do have a single. No, because that doesn't make any sense. I would have to run like a separate like sprite sheet loop thing. So in the display, so there's new people here I think since when I showed the animation. So I've got like a little rotating animation here, right? So this is running here. So when I hit the R key, this is like running a 90-degree rotation in 250 milliseconds, and I have it run on the block that I have here. And so what this does is every frame it calculates how much it needs to rotate in order for it to get to the 90 degrees. So I could either try to like hook in, and yeah, I could totally kind of like cheese this and do like animate single variable, and I could just go from like 0 to 1 and then just not ever actually use this, right? And then just like but then, okay, so that's the thing, as I would want it to loop. So I do need looping animations first if I wanted it to work like that. So I would want to have like an additional, where am I? I would want to have like an additional thing like here, like true, like loops, and have that automatically be false, but I can throw in like a true there if I really want. And then just so like every time it's done, it would like start over. And then, but it would like, so the thing like for this 0 and 1, that's probably a float. So I guess that wouldn't even really work, would it? Goodness, come on. Yeah, single variables, okay. So the question is, do I template this so that I would have to do like that every time? And then but then I could do an integer, and then just like have this and like throw it away. So then it just never. But then I guess then it would like never increment. Let me try something. Because I could just do like animate like wait. And then just like wait X amount of time. And then just like run something at the end. That's probably a better idea. I do need to add looping. But I think because I already kind of have like an animation loop like already hooked in. Animation. Wait, animation loop. And then cycle loops. Okay. We can just get rid of that and then bring that out here. Okay. Let me just do the wait animation. So I think because I did this so long ago, I was looking earlier because I thought there was a bug. There's like squeaky. I thought there was a bug in the animation code, and so I was looking through, and I saw the last time I touched this was like 8 months ago. So this is probably all very poorly designed. But basically, you have like a class for like everything, because I'm an object-oriented programmer. Because like I guess this isn't really an animation either, and like that's kind of sucky. But I wanted to hook into the. I wanted to just hook into the animation. No, that should be like a timer. That needs to be like a. Needs to be like a utility. I'll just add something else. I'll do a lot of copying from the animation, but I need to have a timer. That's probably a better way of putting it. So that's not even a wait animation then. So animations need to loop. But I do need a timer. Actually, since that. Get rid of that. I want this to. Well, no. This just needs to be like a. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to like subclass the freaking timer and then. Or just timer and then have it loop. That's better. Just timer and then it loops. All right. Here we go. Okay. We just need to have like a millisecond loop. Right. So this needs to have because the main because the actual game loop is in the display class, like I have to run like the animation here. So what I'll probably do, so there kind of needs to be like a static run here where I get the delta so I can see how much time has passed. Right, which means I need to come up here and include it. Wait, where did animation come from? Who knows, dude? Who knows? But there we go. All right, so I can run that. Thank you, sir. You get it too. So then there'll be like a vector of these, right? So then, like, every time that this gets called, it'll just hit this. And I need to have, like, past millisecond, because I want this to, like, not really change. All right, let's do that. Oops, I forgot to throw this into the engine namespace. What I gotta do here. Holy crap. All right. Can I get, so this needs to just like this just needs to go through all the timers and like elapse time. Right, so I'm used to that being like over there. So we just need to do that. The delta that I'll be getting is actually, I don't remember like the unit, because I think the delta ends up being multiplied by like 10 or something, so I don't have to use super massive numbers over here for like speeds. That speed is like 25. Otherwise, it would have to be like 250, and I feel like that's kind of a lot. So I multiply it already, and then I gotta multiply it again to get the actual millisecond value. Because I think the GLFW like delta is in like seconds, but it does like point however many seconds. Oh, round. How bad can how bad can that be? Very bad, very bad. But we'll do it anyways. So then, oh, we also freaking need like a. Oh, we need like a function. We need a lambda. Just like a void function where I don't really pass anything, I guess. There's nothing to pass, so. But we need to actually hold on to that. It's like our, my goodness. It's our callback, which we need to have. Just need to call back. Did I really type that with an L? I didn't, so I don't know why it's sad. Did I not put a call? What? Is this not initializing it? Oh my gosh. Why does it keep putting the freaking L? I didn't do that. Callback. Oh my gosh. I'm too fast. Alright, cool. What is that mad about? No, it doesn't matter. Okay, then I'll do the callback. And then I'll check if we're looped to past to go back to 0. So that happens in elapse, and so we can have like a little finish thing here too. Right? Which we will initialize to false. Which we can do a little like little thing right here real quick. So it's finished. That just looks a little bit nicer. Can I just delete it like straight out, even though it's like in an iterator? I hope so. This all looks pretty good. I don't think I have anything to throw away, so like nothing there. There's also like nothing here. Let's get rid of that. I guess I have to add it to the thing at some point. But I guess that's for the timer. That's for like the static function. Oh, no, I actually just kind of want to be able to... Here, can I just do G timers and like push back myself? Is that possible? Do you not like that? Remember, push back. Sounds like a load of barnacles to me. Oh, just the pointer. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Cool. Okay, so I want to be able to like have the timer. I also would a little bit like it to not have... I would also like for it to have a default constructor and then be able to set it later. I can imagine that being helpful, so I'm going to do that too. So I guess don't like delete it. So like, how do I remove it from the thing? That, I bet, you know what? I bet that's what it was. I bet that's what I was having problems with in the animation thing where I did this, because I had to do like a weird iterator that I wasn't super familiar with. I think it was to remove it from the list while it was looping. Because I don't think I can just remove it. Because I think clear and empty. What is... Time to do research. Erase. Yeah, because it needs an iterator position. Alright, I'm going to go steal that from Anime, because I know I did it in here somewhere. Here, what is this? So don't actually delete it, but I will erase it from the list if it's finished. Oh, because I need to like do this, don't I? Can I just, do I have to have it in the parentheses? Yeah, I guess I do. really. Okay, I think that works. That should be fine. Yes, I did want to. Can I just initialize that to nothing? Okay. Loop. False. Finished. False. And then if I could just do like a set where I set all that stuff. Milliseconds. Function. Callback. I never actually typed callback in there, did I? Oh my gosh. Oh. That's fine. That's what I have to do. Consider moving. I don't... Do I have to move it? That's going to cause problems later, I bet. Alright. This looks pretty good. And we're already running it in the display. So... I'm going to just assume that that works for now, and then I'll do a thing. I want a timer after 2 seconds to I want it to every 2 seconds, and I want it to loop. I want to block next. I want to see if it'll do that. I want to see if the software that I write is capable. Timer was not declared in the scope. Well, screw you too, compiler. Screw you too. Oh my goodness. Oh, because I have a static thing. It's like the dumbest thing to me that I have to like declare a static thing, like a static variable. Like I have to redo it again. Like over here. And just like this, like I don't even think, well actually I probably have to do that. Got it? Alright. Nice. Is this the thing where it breaks sometimes? And it... Oh, it's breaking every time now. That's incredible. Wait. Hold on. Cool. Cool. Is this the problem? Is this my issue? It is, because I never did that. Okay. It was doing this earlier and I can't figure out, I don't know what it is because it doesn't happen in GDB. It won't. Like it'll just run fine in GDB. No, it doesn't. Where are you? Display 170. I have found you. And we're segfaulting. Why? Is this... Is this like not initialized? Where do I set that though? Here, let me just give it like a thing. Let me just give it like the default value, and then like maybe that'll fix it. Is this like some random like GLM bug that I just will never... Oh, here we go. Okay, that makes sense. That's... Okay. Timer elapse. This is no. Oh, that freaking breaks my heart. Okay. I can't create that. Okay, that one actually makes sense. I can't like I can't put it there. I have to like... I gotta like do it here. And then do like timers, make ref, and then do like the whole thing. All right, there we go. Now it's a pointer. Okay. Nothing? Still move around? What to do? What to do? I'm going to do the classic. And I'm just going to start like... I'm going to do like pass. Do that. Do that real quick. Okay. Ooh! Did I make a mistake? Wait, why? Gosh, I'm bad. I'm very bad. All right. Of course. Of course. I probably don't even really need that either because I think that was it. That was the problem. All right. Dude, nice. Awesome. Can I get in the middle of a spin? Wait. Come on. I guess actually, hold on. Just to make sure that those are working together and not apart, I'm going to make this happen every... like way too often, like 4 times a second. And then I want this animation to take like forever. Just to make sure that they're both working. Perfect. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that. I'm so happy. Look at that. That's working. Yeah. Awesome. So this is the cycle loop then. Like I can loop it like that. I don't have to loop it. I don't have to put that like in the sprite sheet class. Like I don't have to internalize that, I don't think. Because that's pretty easy. Like, that's not hard. That's not much harder than it would be to put that just in here. So I think I'm just going to leave it outside for now. And then... if I feel like adding it in later, I can. So I'm going to go ahead and mark both of these done because you technically, this is pretty easy to do. And if I wanted to, I bet if I wanted to change it, it would work totally great too. If instead of going next, if I just like kind of toggled, if I could only like do it once, I guess. I guess I should get the active cycle as well. I should have a thing to check that. I'll do that in a different commit. I don't need that anymore. Where was I? Here we go. Yeah, let me see if I can change it, and it should just work, which would be great. It's like while it's just cycling through, if I can just switch. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's wonderful. Does space do anything? What does space do? Oh, yeah, I had the set angle thing. That was cool. Oh, that's freaking cool. Hold on. Let me add that. Let me add that anyways. Get active cycle name. Turn current cycle. Oh, no. That's a bummer. Hold on. I have it in the map. I don't have it like... doesn't matter. Let's do that. We'll just do that. That's okay. All right, current cycle name. So this way I can just kind of like, if this is running, and set the active cycle to walking. And since there's only two, I can just make this kind of like a toggle. No. There we go. Does that work? So I can switch between them? Oh my gosh. These are the little things that hopefully I'll be able to appreciate with the engine during Ludum Dare. I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, what's our status? Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that. Added timers, which helps with sprite sheet animation. And then I'll add the rest. The active cycle name from sprite sheet. All right, and there we go. That was a good amount of work in like an hour, I think. Yeah, just a little over an hour. I'm pretty happy with that. That being said, I am going to hop off, so I can hang out with some people. But I enjoyed streaming this. I'll probably do this more this week a little bit, maybe a little bit next week as well, because Ludum Dare is coming up, and I will be streaming Ludum Dare. I'm almost positive of that. And then we'll be able to see this baby in action. Actually, maybe I'll stream. I was planning on doing a Flappy Bird remake, because that's kind of like an easy test to see like how this is going, how the engine's going. So I might try to do that on stream as well, just to kind of like stress the engine just a little bit. So thank you everybody who came out. I really appreciate it. I didn't think anybody would show up. So I will see you all later.